I'm Donovan Drew. This is my lovely audience. I will be making some pretty good guacamole. For all of your ingredients, you're going to use a little bit more, a little bit less than me if you want a bigger portion. But I'll be using 3 avocados. Want them to be a darker color when you buy them from the store, but if they are a little more on the green side, you'll just want to leave them out on your countertop for a few days until they get a little more squishy. We're going to use 2 limes today, some red onion, some salt, some garlic powder, some jalapenos, and some cilantro. So guacamole, coming from an Aztec language, literally means avocado sauce. So we'll start with our avocados. We're going to split it down the middle and just go around. And once we go around, we're going to twist and separate. And one of the hardest things about making guacamole is getting this pit out. So you stab the knife in, twist it, pop it out. Be a little harder to get off. And we'll do the same for these 2. So again, you're going to want these avocados to be as soft as they can be for you, so your guacamole will be good. But if they are a little bit more on the tough side and you just can't wait, it's going to be all right. You want to be really careful of your hands here. You want to be slicing into yourself. You only want to get the avocado. And then we're going to take a smaller knife and we're just going to make some cuts into here to get it out a little easier. And we're going to do that with all 6 of our pieces. This is just so that when we're scooping it out, it'll come out just a little easier, especially if they're a little on the harder side. And then, once we get to our last one, we will just grab a spoon and we'll just start scooping it out. You want to get as much as you can out of there. We'll just leave our peel there. See how easy it comes out now that it's all nice and diced up. So the avocado offers a really nice, smooth flavor. It's a really healthy fat for you too. Guacamole is really good for kind of any occasion, any party you're going to. Kind of customize it however you'd like. All right, now that we're done with our scraps here, we can place them over to the side and we will get into our next ingredients. Next ingredient will be our garlic powder. So garlic powder is going to add a little bit of that garlicky flavor. Getting it a little messy here. You can kind of do this to taste, but for today we'll be doing 1 teaspoon. Just spread that around, make sure it's even. We're going to do some salt. You kind of, if you have a salt dispenser kind of like this one, you'll kind of want to do just about 1 turn for each avocado you have. I'm going to do a little bit more, just for my taste. Then we're going to do some limes. So for our limes, we're going to cut these right down the middle. Again, you want to be really careful of how you're holding it, making sure your fingers aren't in the way. We're going to get our juicer here. You can also use a handheld like squeezer, but I found that these juicers where you're pushing down offer a little bit more juice and they end up being real nice. Now if you're struggling with your first lime or 2 getting juice out, you can roll them. That offers just a little bit more juice to help loosen it up. But if you're pushing nice and hard on this, you should have no problem. Again, this lime will offer a little zest, a little sourness to your guac, just some more flavor variety. If you're not a huge lime fan, you could even throw in a lemon instead, just for that other variant. Citrus is great. All right, so now that we're all done with those, toss these back over to the side and we'll pour in our juice. Now here's our first little stop where we're mashed for a second. You don't want to mash too much, you want to leave a little bit of a chunk so that you can have more like dip rather than a paste. So we are going to mash and mix around, so we're not getting too much guacamole. Alrighty. And we're going to roll into our red onion. We're going to cut the top and the bottom off. And we're going to cut just about a third of it. And then take this one and just go straight vertical. Have little squares, and then we're going to turn that all on its side and dice it up just a little bit more. Kind of want little rectangles. Again, you want to watch your fingers. Knife safety is key here. If you're not a huge onion fan, you can omit this, or you can just do even less than I did. Now that we're done, we'll just make sure it's all nice and broken up so we're not having huge onion bits. All right. I'll throw this into our bowl. Do about that much. Alrighty. And then we will move into our cilantro. Cilantro is one of the harder things to prepare. We'll have it just our head like this. You want to make sure you wash this before. And we're going to have it stems to the bottom. We have all our cilantro heads to the top. And we're just going to go slice, 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 slice. And once you start getting closer down to the stem, you kind of want to stop. We're going to regroup and we're going to kind of turn it to where we had it there. And we're just going to chop. And we're going to regroup it. And we're going to chop. I personally like my florets just a little smaller, so you're not getting a huge bite of cilantro. The cilantro offers just a real earthy texture and taste, so it's not always everyone's favorite. Make sure you're not grabbing any stems there. You can kind of just do that to taste, so I have a little extra here. Alright. Then we're going to take a spoon to mix that, because you don't want to cut up your cilantro any more than you already did. And we'll do one more little mash. Just to make sure all those pieces of avocado are nice and ungrouped. One more little stir. And I like to say that when life gives you avocados, you should make some guacamole.